Hello, friends. Hi, how are we today? I hope we are all doing well. I am here for the week of May 19th through May the 25th. It is currently November 21st, so I am still freaking 6 months ahead. We are doing it, friends. I've got this beautiful kit called Secret Garden from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. Unfortunately, Sweet Tea Sticker Co. is not currently offering kits in her shop, so I won't walk you through the kit format, even though it is genuinely the perfect format, but I digress. I am going in the straight across pattern this week. It was a very, very, very slow week, the last week, which was Nicole Alexia Designs. I will link that, but I did a scatter pattern for that. This week, because it was a slow week, I decided that I wanted to bring in all three headers. So she usually has a to-do header, and then either decorative headers or glitter headers. So this kit had glitter headers, and I loved all of the beautiful colors so much in this kit that I really did feel like I had to bring in all of it. And because I was just going with all three, I wasn't doing like a, what's it called? Like a staircase pattern down. I was able to just do everything every time. Anyway, because I was doing that, I was able to go straight across and finish all the headers on one page before I moved on to the next page. And I cannot tell you how satisfying that is. Instead of like doing one line and then going across, doing another line, going across. I mean, that sounds like a great time at a party in the 80s, if you know what I mean. If you are old enough to get that reference, please let me know in the comments down below. It is about to be my birthday. I'm about to turn 37, and man, oh man, do I feel young. I'm like a baby. Babies having babies, honestly. Um anyway, there is not much to say. While I know that's a lot of time saying but while I know some people are interested in this part, I will definitely be going into more details during Planmas. I realize that that's very vexing, but Planmas begins on November 30th, guys. There are going to be at minimum 33 videos for Planmas, so November 30th is coming up soon, and literally it's in 9 days. And I'm really excited. I'm a bit nervous. Planmas is a big undertaking, but let me know in the comments down below if you are interested in participating in that this year. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be new. I'm nervous and excited all in one. So let's move on to the day by day, because really, if you're nosy like me, that's what we're here for. So on Monday, I was exhausted. If you recall from the previous week, the Leafs had lost in the prior game, and my husband had an adult-sized meltdown. But the children do not stop childrening for anyone. So we went to the zoo, and both of those icons, we used a stick with a plan squidge to note. We went to the zoo with our friends, the godparents to our kids, and we were there for 6 hours. Now, if you've been around for a while, we've got a zoo membership. We go very often, and we usually only go in like 2 to 3 hour chunks, so the kids don't get too overstimulated, blah, blah, blah. We have been going for a little bit longer now that they're older. In this case, our friends were there, and we just met them and spent the day there. The highlights of that were the camels and seeing the hippos. It was a really, really wonderful time to see both of those things. The camels were extra funny. They all had their tongues out, and everyone was like loving that, the littles especially. Anyway, after that, we ordered in for dins, and then after the kids went to bed, I just used the battery depleted. I had a serious conversation with my husband about how adult temper tantrums are not it, and I was in bed by 8 p.m. on this night. On Tuesday, I used an icon from the kit to note that I worked in office. I went on a lunchtime walk and I used a shoe from Fox and Cactus and then another stick with the Plan Co. to note that I went to Tim's. When I got home that evening, I used a Fox and Cactus meal prep sticker and little font from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. to note that I meal prepped. Then my husband drove his parents to the airport. They were going away for 3 weeks. And then again, I was bed early and I was asleep by 8 p.m. on this day. Just exhausted. Moving on to Wednesday. On Wednesday, I did my hair and my makeup, and I went to work in the office. The makeup sticker is a leftover sticker from my reusable album. And while I was at work, my passport arrived. And then I also took some time at my lunch hour just to order a cake for my kiddo's birthday, which was very nice. When I got home, I used a Fox and Cactus Angry Squish to note that my husband and I put down another argument, but it really wasn't. It was just a carry on of the other argument. I moved on from the previous one. He did not, so it carried on. Don't worry, I know it seems like I'm arguing with my husband a lot. His hours are going to change shortly in these Plan With Me's, and then you're going to see a lot happierness. And then my mom came over with her brand new puppy, baby Suki, and Suki is adorable, so we love her. Moving on to Thursday. On Thursday, it was a super duper rainy day, so I just got this cuddly squidge from Stick With The Plan Co. and I worked from home on this day. Apparently, I didn't pull anything for work from homes this week, so I just added some of the flags from the kit to note that. Then I spent some time preparing loot bags for the party for my big kid this weekend, and I just used the present icon from the kit. And then I did the kitty litter on this day, so I just used a paper and milk Maru with a cat on top of his head because my cat, when I do the litter, is all over me. I took some time in the evening to voice over and upload, which was really nice to get that done. And then when the kids got home, I screen-free played with them, which was very lovely. And then that evening, I used a Fox and Cactus Girl with a spicy book just to note that I finished Phantasma. I did not read any description. I literally judged a book on the cover and was not expecting it to be as spicy as it was. It was about 3 out of 5 spicy. It was good. Moving on to Friday. On Friday, I emptied the dishwasher and then I wrapped all of my kiddo's birthday presents. I think we only got him 2, but we had some from his aunties, and they just sent it regular, so I wrapped those as well. I worked from home again, and then the cleaning service had arrived on this day, so they were there from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m., and then in the afternoon, after that, I pulled stickers, so I used a Stick With The Plan Co. icon for that, and a pull stickers script from Magical Sticker Co. Then we get into the very, very low stuff, just because I had, big events throughout the day. But so on Saturday, I went in the morning to pick up a cake. And I used just a cash icon for that because it was expensive. And then I spent the rest of my morning, legitimately the rest of my morning, tidying the entire house. And I used a paper and milk Maru for that. I then moved a half box onto its side again. This is my favorite way of marking off a huge chunk of time to note that it was my kiddo's birthday party and it was from 2 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. But really, I did all of the work starting at 12:30 until 2 when everyone got there. And then my husband and I reconciled this evening, which was so nice because I just love it when he's in my corner. Moving on Sunday, I did the kids' laundry, and then I used this big Fox and Pip sticker to note that my husband took the kids over to see Grandma and Papa for the day, just a break for me. It was really nice of him to do that, so I'm glad that he did. Then I filmed November 25th through December 1st. I edited it and uploaded on this day, and while I was doing that, I binge watched The Great British Baking Show. That was everything from this week. I'm really happy that I made it through, and oh gosh, guys, I can't wait to see you in the next video. Toodles!